Well, who knows how well this is all going to turn out, but here's a video about my Taycan Turbo electric car. Yeah, reminds me somehow of when the missus runs out of batteries. So here it is, the Taycan Turbo, 2020 I think it is. This thing's got 580 brake horsepower and not a single petrol engine in sight. Bit scary really. Well, wait until you see the rest. I know, it's just a wheel. But is it? Well, no, it isn't. This wheel's designed around the original idea that Porsche had on the original car, called a mission wheel, or mission design, should I say. Now these particular ones, you can see they've got sort of white calipers on there, and if you look at the disc itself, it's a very big disc, you can see, and if you look really close you can see it's sort of shiny. Well, it's not shiny for no reason. It's shiny because it's covered in tungsten. Now if you know anything about tungsten, it's one of the hardest materials that there is. And what they do is they sort of spray the surface with this tungsten, because believe it or not, these electric cars have 90%, yes, 90% less use of the brakes than an ordinary petrol driven car. But what you will find is the Taycan Turbo logo, which is going to get an S added on the end because, well, there's a little secret to the turbo car which I'll tell you about later. Now then, it's not actually easy to show you what's going on in here, but I'll give you a sort of quick rundown if I can. You've got this main screen over here that has all the sort of pluses and minuses and all sorts of stuff. You've got your navigation, all the obvious things, and it wakes up with maps on it and all sorts of things. You've got media, it'll load up, it's got Apple, whatever it is, and all the rest of it. Not much for Apple myself, but there you go. Anyway, I won't sit all day loading that up because the car's only just been turned on. Let's go down here. Yeah, you've got your driver mode, assistance, various assistances, lane change, lane keep, and all the things in there. You can set up a trip. You've got a comfort mode and all that stuff that goes with it. And if you look at this main screen up here, if you can see that, I don't know if you can or whether the camera's moved, but you're going to get what you get. This particular screen up here, it's a pretty wild screen. You can sort of say, oh, give me an extended map, and I'll get an extended map, if you can see that. If you want a 3D map, you can have a 3D map. If you want north up, entire route, permanent night map, I can turn the night off, I can have a satellite map, and so on and so forth. Let me go back to where I was. You can also change all of these other things around, if you can see them things, assistance systems, traffic signs, G-force, all wheels, all the rest of it. You've got a number of modes. You've got normal, sport, sport plus, individual and range. Now the thing is about this, if I was to look at how far I can go, and it's never really that accurate, but you can see 226 miles there. With a bit of luck you can, and 98% charged, which I did at home, and it takes about, well, from about 30% full to 100%, it takes about 22 hours and costs about £10 in England, that is. So you've got a lot of things going on in England that are a bit painful. Not that much to talk about in here other than that. You've got this other little screen down here that can handle controls from up there, so to speak. And there's things like, I don't know, forget it, there's too many things to talk about. So that's inside the car. As I said, I could talk about it all day. I'm not going to, because there is no point. But it's all very well organised. It's all in nice weather, unless you're a cow, that is. It's got a Bose audio system, and yeah, it's pretty awesome. at its fastest speed, it's running at about probably 3 seconds to 60. They do say 3.2 give or take, but the fact is that Porsche figures are always a little bit less than what it really does. It's about 3 seconds, and that's fast. It's as fast as any car, this is, that I've ever owned. And I'm going to make another video about all the different cars I've owned over the years. There's some quite amazing cars, and you'll be surprised to know that this car is faster than any of them when that video comes along. So bear that in mind, anybody who watches my videos all the time. Anyway, I'm going to turn this off and go back outside. Oh, just before I do, one last thing. You can't adjust these things. What you've got to do, I thought this would be interesting. You've got to go to the AC, and if you switch on focused, you can, oh sorry, individual I think it is. Yeah, you can now move around where you want the air to be, which is a bit weird. Yeah, I'll go back to diffused and go back to there, which is nice. So there you go. Okay, another boring bit. You can see at the back it's got loads and loads and loads of space. Now, it's not really much good for a 2.4x12s and a Marshall amp, no, but it's pretty good for everything else. Around the front here you've got this this space. This is for charging, it doesn't have to be in. But you've got that space that can take even more bags. It's quite amazing how much space there is. Problem is I keep looking for the engine and just can't find it. Okay, so that's a very quick overview about the Taycan Turbo from Porsche that I bought a couple of weeks ago and got about a couple of thousand miles on it, give or take. So it all looks good. I like the aspects of it of no road tax. Well, what's that mean in England? Well, what it means in England is £500 a year, no tax, drive the roads for free. Yeah, get your checks for free. Oh no, wrong words. Anyway, until next time, it's an unusual video this, because I don't usually put cars on my channel, but this one's been on it. I hope you've enjoyed it, and see you next time. No, it won't be on TonyMcKenzie.com. Now get out of here.